Hi Prof, we are Team A Star. Our team member consists of Gabriel, Heron, Keith, Raytheon, Ryan H, and Shannon. So our project is about a web application that allows users to pre-order their food from different restaurants and to make the reservation at the same time. The purpose of the web page is to provide convenience to the user. It also reduces the waiting time outside the restaurant and thus overcrowding. This is the summary of pages. And the demonstration script will be done in this procedure. This is a flowchart for account creation. First, we will inquire the user if they have an account. So if the user does not have the account, they will be required to create it. Next, once the account is created, they will be required to log in to make their booking. If the user chooses not to log in, they will still be able to browse the web page. When they are going to make their booking, this is the flowchart that you will be following. First, it will be prompted whether they will be logged in. So if the user has logged in, they will be able to select the cuisine, restaurant, food, and after that, they will be able to see their card before the checkout page. Once they confirm it, they will be proceeded on to the billing page, and once they have made payment, the confirmation page will be shown to them and they will be required to check their email. This is the interface for the sign up page. So the users are required to fill in the required field when creating the account. This is the login page. So when the user keys in the correct username and password, they will be able to log in. If they key in the wrong password, the error message will appear. This is the profile page. The profile page allows the user to make adjustment to their username, phone number, email, or notification channel. This is the main page. So the main page has a GIF in the center to entice the user to book the different restaurant for the dishes. So we have a total of 5 different types of cuisine, which includes Japanese, Chinese, Western, Italian, and Indonesian. So this is the main page with the navigation drop-down bar. So this navigation drop-down bar at the top, it will link to other web pages, thus making it easier for the user, and they can always look for the navigation bar if they want to head to a specific page. So this is what the menu looks like. For example, this is a Japanese restaurant. So thus they have the interfaces. So the user is able to increase and decrease the quantity of the food items using the selection below. So once they have made the selection, the shopping cart will appear as a pop-up and the user will still be able to adjust the quantity and also add the remove function if they need to remove a certain item up from their cart. Once they have made their decision, they can click the checkout page which will link to the billing page. In the billing page, the users are required to key in their customer details, payment details, and number of packs. Once they have made payment, they'll be brought to a confirmation page, which will prompt them to check either their email address or their handphone for their SMS. And once they logged out, this is the interface. So if they choose to receive their confirmation via email, this is the email that they will be receiving. And if they choose their confirmation via SMS, this is what they will be receiving. In case of when the customer needs to have any inquiries or issue, they'll be able to contact us using the contact us page, which will be able to leave feedback or query. An additional map has been added in case the user wants to visit the headquarters. Thank you. Now I'll pass the time to Raytheon to explain the databases.
Hi, I'm Raytheon, and I'll be talking about the database that we have created for this project. We've come up with a simple database of 5 tables as the backend of the project, and this is the logical schema that you see here for the tables. This is the food table, sides table, the desserts table, and the drinks table. We've also created a users table to retrieve the inputs from the users when they sign up for an account. An example is shown here.
The homepage main appeal is the multiple GIF videos that are continuously playing. This entices users to dine in our restaurants by appealing to their appetites. As a result, users will tend to sign up and eat at our restaurant. It also gives the user a rough idea of the types of food that are available in our website. At the top of the page, there is a dynamic navigation bar. Every time the user hovers their cursor, there will be a blue underline to highlight where the user is hovering. This gives the website an overall cleaner look and the user can easily see where they are clicking. In addition, the use of drop-downs are to save screen space and helps the user to access the site quicker. Here is the login page where users enter their particulars. If they enter incorrectly, it prints a fail error message. The profile page consists of two sections. The left-hand side is the user's current details that were inputted when they were registering. The right-hand side is the option to change the user's particulars should they need to. If they click the update button, the particulars on the left-hand side will update and show the updated values. Now I'll be passing on to Raytian.
This is the demo to showcase that the validation is working correctly. All the fields are in the wrong type of inputs, and if I submit, it will validate and errors will be prompted to the users as to which field is incorrect. As you can see here in the username, the errors is that only letters and white space are allowed, the passwords don't match, invalid contact number, and invalid email format. This is the correct demo whereby all the fields are correct and it will allow me to create and sign up my account. I have successfully created, and let's check in the DB. As you can see here, the account is successfully created and I'll be able to log in with my username and password.
Now, I will be explaining the menu page. So firstly, if you look at the top of the page in the address bar, you'll realize that I'm using restaurant.php. And if I were to choose another restaurant, I'm still using the same PHP. So this will reduce the number of duplicated pages and making the web page more dynamic. Also, we also have a secondary navbar to allow users to access different menus category conveniently. And in the menu section, each dish will come with an image, name, price, quantity with two buttons to add or minus to cart. As you can see, if I add to cart, the quantity will be reflected on the show cart button. So if I open a shopping cart, it shows exactly what the user has selected. If the user decides that this is not what he wants, he can remove from the shopping cart. Now, he can choose to select multiple dishes as well. Now if I take a look at the shopping cart, it will show the shopping cart will be scrollable to allow the user to scroll. Now if the user decides that this is all not what he wants, he can press remove all. Now let's say I don't have any items in cart and I press checkout. The browser will prompt the user that the cart is empty, and this allows the user to check out. Now what if I'm not logged in? So let me try when it's not logged in. So I try to check out when it's not logged in. The browser will prompt the user to log in first, and then will be redirected to the login page. Now if I were to select what I want and check out, it will bring me to the billing page.
Once the user has checked out, we will direct the user to the billing page, whereby they will have to fill in the respective fields for payment to go through. At the side, it will also show a summary table of its selected food. The user is also required to fill in the number of packs, the date and time, for the reservation process to take place. So let us just fill in the fields here accordingly. after which the user will be brought over to the confirmation page where they will be redirected to the home page after 10 seconds. A confirmation email or SMS will also be sent to their respective email or phone based on their preferred mode of contact when they registered for the account. This is based on their email and phone number indicated when they are registering. For this account, the mode of contact is email. So let us head over to our email and check for confirmation. So as you can see over here, we receive an email and it shows the order summary that I have selected previously. In the event where the mode of contact is through a text, the user will receive the same order summary as shown in the email. As there is a limit to how many messages we can send before paying a subscription fee, the example shown is just a proof that we are able to send messages using PHP within the given limit.
In the billing page, the customer will have to enter their address, city, country, and zip code. They will also have to enter their name on the card number, its expiry month and year, and the CVC. The user will also have to key in the number of people that are going to be dining in and the date and time that they wish to book. All the fields that are marked with a red asterisk are required, meaning that the user cannot leave it blank. If it is blank, the web page will prompt the user to fill it up. For the card holder name, city, and country, the user would only be allowed to key in letters and white spaces. If they try to key in a number, a text will pop up saying only letters and white spaces are allowed. Address can accept both numbers, special symbols, and letters. Zip code only accepts 6 digits, and the user would not be able to type in more than 6 characters. The user can type in letters, however, a text error saying invalid zip code would appear. The card number will only accept 16 digits. The user would not be able to type more than 16 digits, and if the user types in less than 16 digits or letters or symbols, an error message saying invalid card details will appear. As seen in this example, the card holder name is entered incorrectly, so is the city, zip, country, and card number. So when all the details are entered incorrectly, these error messages will start to appear, telling the user that they have entered the incorrect sequence. For the expiry month, the user has to key in a value from 01 to 12. If the user keys in anything else, there will be an error saying invalid card details. For expiry year and CVC, the user has to key in 2 and 3 digits respectively. In the number of packs, the user can only key in numbers and is unable to key in letters and symbols. The user will then select the date of his reservation before paying. As seen in this example, the card holder name, address, city, zip code, country, card number, expiry, CVC, and number of packs are entered correctly, whereas the expiry month is entered incorrectly. So as can be seen, the error message invalid card detail will pop up due to the incorrect month entered. In this example, all the details are entered correctly, and after the user presses the Pay Now button, it will lead to the confirmation page where it says that a confirmation message has been sent to the user.
Back at the main page, the user can choose to continue and browse for food or to log out. After clicking the logout button, the user will be redirected to the login page after 3 seconds. That is all for the video demonstration. Thank you.